Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, is this the year of Harbaugh? Look, Now, if you haven't been totally out of touch with social media and current news, especially in sports, then, you would know that Jim Harbaugh, the younger brother of John Harbaugh, hey, yo, what's up with that? Like, Jim looks absolutely older than John. Like, way older. He looks like the big brother. Not only is he bigger, he looks much older. Like, Jim looked like he got at least 10, 11 years on John. I'm just saying. But Jim Harbaugh went back to his alma mater, Michigan, and got them a Natty, which is a college football national championship. And when you look at it from a macro perspective, and I say this coming from just an honest perspective, right? We have seen the progressions in Baltimore. You are seeing how the stars are starting to align outside of Baltimore and in Baltimore. Jim Harbaugh wins the Natty after everything, after all the doubt, all that he's cheating, all that he's this, all that he's that. He went up there, blew out the other team, hugged his father, hugged his mother, hugged his brother. His father went up there and said, "Who got it better than us?" And everybody said, "Nobody!" Oh! And that's what he did to the people saying that he needed to cheat to win. Now, we have a Harbaugh on this team, Mr. John Harbaugh. Johnny! That's what we call John Harbaugh when we're mad. Johnny! But that's who we have on our squad. Now, with the stars aligning, could this be the first domino to drop in a line of dominoes that watches both Harbaugh brothers winning the highest level in their respective professions? And here's why this is crazy, right? Because if John Harbaugh wins, right, we could be watching Jim Harbaugh coming to the NFL and John Harbaugh saying, "Think I'm going to retire." Now, look, I'm not saying that he will. I'm just saying that's kind of what it's looking like, right? We already got Mike McDonald. Everyone is saying he's a boy genius. He's a guru. He's a wunderkind, right? And a whole bunch of these teams are looking down saying, "We want to interview him. We want him." Commanders look like they're going to throw him pretty much a blank check. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a 90s baby, you know how powerful a blank check is if you get that movie reference. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to worry about them going after Todd Monken. Now, look what I meant at the beginning when I said stars are aligning. I was one of the people that did not want Todd Monken. I was one of them. I'm honest with everything that I say and everything that I do. He brings in a man who his sister said, "Hey," or sister-in-law, one of the two said, "Hey, you should check him out." Brings him in, falls in love with him, says, "Yo, I love him." He makes it through the hiring process. He becomes the offensive coordinator. Him and Lamar seem to hit it off almost immediately. And now we have the second best offense in the entire league. Second best. That's what we're averaging. Second best. The second amount of points. It's like 29 points, 29 point something points a game we're averaging per game. So John brings in a great offensive coach, defensive coach the previous year, right? He gets another title, meaning he'll be a two-time champion as a coach. There's nothing else needed. He could literally leave the sport on top of the world like Ray Lewis did, be revered in Baltimore and other places, and he wouldn't leave the sport completely. He would just go into management like Ozzy did, right? Just like Ozzy did. Go into upper management. He'd stay with the team. And then he can watch his brother come into the NFL and see if his brother would have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl also. I just think it's lined up that way. And look, I wouldn't be mad about it, right? Think about it. We wouldn't get rid of John, even though a lot of people don't like him, right? He would be in management. He would still be around the team. He'd still have the connections to the players and stuff like that. He'd still be around all of them. But then Mike Macdonald would be the head coach. You know what I mean? And probably be calling his own plays, while you would have another offensive coordinator, or maybe Monken stays for an extra year, and that would be your offensive coordinator right there, with John still having input into the team, just like Ozzie does. I think that's becoming inevitable as we move forward. Because look, a Super Bowl changes everything. I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. A Super Bowl changes everything. It changes the trajectory of players on your team, coaches, choices, money. It changes everything. Think about it. If the Ravens would have won a championship in 2019, Greg Roman would be a head coach right now. If the Ravens would have won a championship in 2019, Wink Martindale would be a head coach right now. Everything changes. Everything changes. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you this how it works. If we would have won that 2019 title, right? JK would have probably already been paid. Gus Edwards wouldn't be here with us no more because he would have been poached. Because when you win, players be like, look, I got to cash in right now. I got to get as much money as I can. Because everybody knows that when you win, people want champions. They want winners around them. So that money that they were hoping, that $2, $3, $4, $5 million contract for 1 or 2 years that they were hoping to get from the team, they're like, look, we can't spend that money on you. We can't pay everybody. So they go to another team and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I heard you guys want a winner. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to build a winning culture over here. I could show you some of the coaches that we had over there. They paid them their money, they make their cash, and they move on. Everything changes. And I think the Ravens' trajectory is winning the Super Bowl, but it puts us in a trajectory to change everything internally. Because like I said, I feel like if we win the Super Bowl, John Harbaugh leaves out on top. He leaves and leaves the reins to who? Mike Macdonald. Todd Monken, right? And then, of course, we already know that Lamar would have one. You have a 2-time MVP. It's not like he's leaving the cupboard bare, but he get to walk away champion just like Ray did. That's the most Baltimore thing ever, right? Walk away a champion and then get to, be in head office positions, watching and stuff like that, putting in his input and still being able to, be in the NFL and watch his brother trying to win a Super Bowl like he previously did twice. I'm just saying. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is the season or the year of Harbaugh? Or do you think that only some of the stars will align and the other ones might fall short? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, because if we win this title, it's over.
Finish him, Daddy.
But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment in all of the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to support the channel with donations and stuff like that, help out with equipment, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a CashApp. CashApp located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. Once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yeah.